After carrying out your research at the start of the coursework, this enabled you to write a design specification. This then led your design ideas and the products you make so that it met your design brief, your context, and suited your target audience. What you need to do now is to write a product specification. This is something more specific to your final product and will be used to evaluate it in your final product analysis. To help you write your product specification, you can use the acronym SATSUMAS. This is only a guide and you do not have to use every single point. Each specification point will need to be justified from either your research that you did initially or from something you found out during the course of carrying out your coursework. So for example, S is for size. What is the portion size of your product? You could say it will be 400 grams, as from my market research I found each single portion product weighed 400 grams. Appearance is A. What would you expect the product to look like to appeal to your target audience? So you could say my product will need to be bright and colourful to appeal to children so they choose to eat the product. You could also say that the product would need to be handheld because of the situation of where it's going to be sold. T is for taste and texture. So is there a specific taste or texture your product should have? So if you were taking a pastry product forward, you could say it must have a pastry casing. This could then relate to something you found out in your sensory analysis. S is for sustainability and social issues, which could be air miles, carbon footprint, welfare of animals, organic or fair trade. But it would have to be justified as to why you put that point there, because it appeals to your client or your customer that you found out during your research. So U is unit cost. What would be the selling price of the product? This would be from a questionnaire or from market research where you've identified a cost that your product would sell at. M is materials. So what is the source of your raw ingredients? Will you be making everything from scratch, or are you going to be using any component ingredients which you might include as a specification point? A is for age, so who is your target audience and why? S is for storage. Where will your product be stored? Ambient, chilled or frozen? And again, justification as to why your product will be stored there. So remember, like I said, you do not have to use each point. This is a guide to help you write your specification.